So on the multis, remember Zach brought that up, how we went to that closing and got a check. It's not uncommon, as you guys know, Al's been around and you guys have been around. But this one was, we did it in our IRA-owned LLC, another discussion. But this one was put through the multifamily Excel sheet we have in the back office, in the documents area. So if you're looking at buildings between 4 and 20 units, there's an analyzer in the document area. You just plug in the expenses. Kate and I did one recently. You plug in the expenses, you plug in the rent roll. See if the deal works first. Then if it works, we went and negotiated an owner financing only. Is that good, that line? Just a quick glimpse of the spreadsheet, if I can get to where I want to go right there. There's a summary, Zach, can you make that fall right there, 1209? Yeah. So that's just the summary box, but that's the analyzer. It showed me the $1,200 a month cash flow. That's with a management company at 8%. I'm not going to manage these ourselves. So the management company runs all that. They pay the management company. We have nothing to do with it. And that's the net flow. Our offer to him, he was asking $280. We offered him $280. We didn't have to put a premium on it. We offered him $1,223 principal per month. We gave him $1,000 down. I told him at closing, because it was in my IRA and there was some cash in there, I said we'll give you another $4,000, so he'd finance the $275. What happened was, on purpose, if you guys have ever closed on a building, some of you have, I know Timmy and Jeff have several, we make sure we close it on the first or the second of the month, so that all those prorated rents go to our favor for that month. Our mortgage isn't due to the following month, so we structured to close June 1. That's the closing Zach was talking about. Our first mortgage payment was due on or before July 15th, but we got all the June rents from him because we closed on the first or the second, whatever we closed on. So at the closing, we were supposed to bring the additional $4,000 down plus whatever fees, right? Pay his closing costs. But here's the HUD. So this side is the, you want that. So the cash to the borrower was $7,100. So we did owner financing. Basically, he came out of pocket for $1,000 and got $7,100 back at closing. That went right to the IRA in this case. And then the following month, the July 1 cycle, regular rent roll came in, $1,200 cash flow, and then the building ran itself. So that's what Zach was alluding to earlier. That's a classic owner financing deal, but this again gets plowed 100% into the IRA. In our case, we have the IRA owning the LLC. So every time you want money, you have your own, the checkbook sitting there. You don't. Your manager does have access to that to do deals instead of calling the administrator every single time you want money out of your own IRA. So we can talk about that in more detail on your private calls, obviously. But
so Chris, really quick, so that money, because the tenants had already paid on it? Is that
they have to pay June 1, right? Even if some of them weren't paid, you're closing, so the owner has to turn over the rents for the whole. That was our requirement. I'm not collecting any June 1 rents. I'm closing June 1 or 2, and I'm getting all the rents. Yeah. But my first payment's not until July, so I basically get 2 full months before a full payment. And it's a 6 unit. So you want to just time your closings. That's all. So if I close on the last day of the month, I'd be responsible for it. I'd probably have a mortgage payment due that month. So we just pushed it and picked up the $7,000, and then you run it as normal, as it justified itself.
Everybody got that because Chris likes to go fast.
Any questions?
Meetings all the time. So
why do you think you agreed to the seller financing? I think you said this on the master.
This guy, I know, because everybody says, why would these multi-owners? Because we did 2 recently, same town coincidentally. Why did they agree to it? This guy, his scenario was he lives in the building, traveling salesman, on the road all the time, single guy. Dad built the building in the 80s and was in the nursing home when we started the conversation, passed away before closing, but it was already in a trust and everything. He didn't want to run it. And he put an ad in the paper, or wherever he put it. Les called him, and we offered him the full price. And I think before he tinkered around with buyers, they couldn't get financing. It's a 6 unit, right? So financing's tough. And we gave him his full price.
it was actually a yellow letter.
Oh, you know what? We bought 1 4-unit in Pawtucket, and then because we did, and we liked the management company, we did about a 300-piece mailing. It wasn't big, using a commercial type letter, which is in your document area, and that's what that came from. You're right. It wasn't even yellow. It was a commercial type mailer. We got like 4 leads, and we bought that one. So we didn't do more because we weren't ready to buy another one until we kept everybody trained up, but it was easy. We mailed to 4 and above on that one, 4 units and above.
And who did you mail it for?
Just 4 units and above.
Okay.
4, total units and above. And we got a 4 and a 6 out of it. And then stopped.